Hello everyone, I am Tara Baloy GNG from BSN 1B from Mati Doctors College, and for today, I will be performing and demonstrating the proper body mechanics. So before we begin, what is proper body mechanics first? Well, it is the coordinated use of body parts to produce the motion to maintain the equilibrium in relation to the skeletal, muscular, and visceral system under neurologic association. And then for proper body alignment, well, it is the position of human body in which the body can properly function. Points to remember that the human body is a wonderfully made mechanisms, and when in good condition and properly used, it is capable of performing extraordinary work without a strain or fatigue. To accomplish this, it depends largely on first, a good alignment in all movements and balance of the body. And then second, understanding something of laws of gravity so that we can work with this force and not against it. Third, the muscle, joint, and bones are working all together and directed by the brain and network of nerves to bring about coordination of effort and completion of task. Each individual chooses the group of muscles to place into action to do a certain job. If you have a heavy job to do, you will need to select a large, strong muscles of the things. Yet, many persons choose the weaker muscle of the back, which were designed to hold the backbone upstrain back results. This is not the fault of poor selection of tools for the job to be done. It is something you have in a situation you have some large boulders in your yard and you wanted to move them. Most back injuries and strains among hospital personnel are probably the result of one thing. It is using the wrong muscle for a particular job. When moving a heavy object, it is easier to pull, push, pivot, or roll it than to lift it. It takes more energy to lift something because in lifting, you have to overcome the force of gravity. Well, learning body mechanics and applying the knowledge to all activities in daily living takes a persistent efforts. It means it is not just about learning a set of rules. It will probably mean unlearning wrong ways of position, standing, walking, and so forth, and poor habits which we have had for a long time are never easy to let go. And all benefits of good body mechanics and especially good alignment apply to both patients and staff personnel every day. And then for good alignment, you have first you have your head is erect, shoulder and chest are high like this, and normal spinal curve in the body in proper balance. Feet are at the side, are at the right angle with lower legs facing straight forward. Good alignment of feet in relation to the ankle is essential for good balance, not only when standing or walking but in all positions, just like this one. Head is erect and then chest and then a proper distance. And then next, for maintaining good posture. Well, sit well back in the chair with the tongue of the body in the same position as then standing. Feet are on flat on the floor, and head is held erect and as comfort allows, like this. If chair is too deep or too deep to fit the body, or a firm cushion on the back is used. Also, if chair is chair seat is too high, it is important to use a footstool or other suitable device for the feet. Just like this, the proper base for sitting. Like this. And then, when walking, move in a good rhythm, shifting the body weight with each step forward. Hold the body erect, chin up, abdomen flat, shoulders square, but easy. Let arms swing easily like this. Okay, and then for good working alignment, when body is in good working alignment, feet are apart slightly or for a greater distance. This base of support depends on the body need for increased stability. It's like this. For protective position for action, sometimes when more strenuous activity are required, there is a method of standing that helps to protect the organs of abdomen. This is how the abdominal muscle are pulled in and upward, while at the same time, the muscle of the buttocks are squeezed together downward. Like this. For this. And then this. That. And then get the feelings that you are standing tall, stretching yourself upward at the waist. Some people practice this and make it a habit. They find it extremely beneficial for them. Yes. And then research. And then for good alignment when stooping, to stoop, for stopping, to stop correctly, the back must keep as straight as possessed, and strong gluteal and thigh muscle should be used to return the body to upright position. Like this. Important tips: place your feet apart with one foot advanced. Like this. And then, after this, lower your body, fix hip and knee joint, and keep your trunk in upright position. Like this, for example. Upright position. Shift your weight forward so that it rests on your advanced foot. Like this. This relieves the tension of the tendons, the near foot, and helps to maintain body alignment, balance, wipe, and spill or remove the items from the shelf. And then, like this. And then raise your body to standing position by extending the hips and knee joint while keeping your body aligned and balanced. You should be able to feel the heavy thigh muscle work as you rise and standing position. Remember, if you are lifting an object, carry it near your body and decrease fatigue or strain. This one. This one. Place an object in appropriate place or discard soiled towels in waste container. And then next, for the pivot turn, stand with your feet apart and your knees slightly. This one. This allows using leg muscles and avoid locking standing the knees. This one. Stabilized or set the trunk and pelvic muscle to make it easier to turn the body as a single unit. This one. And then sa left. For left side, like this one. And then, stabilized or set the thigh and leg muscles to prepare muscle for action. Shift your weight to the ball of each feet. The ball of each feet. And then, this will allow the heel to lift very slightly, making the turn easier. Pivot or make a rotating turn of 90 degrees to the ball of your feet on the direction you wish to turn. Move as a single unit using smooth, coordinated movement to prevent twisting of the trunk. Like this one. It's easier to turn with this position. And when the turn is completed, distribute your weight equally and evenly on each foot. This provided a stable base of support and balance for further movement. Okay, let me show it again. Like this. Like this one. This one. Or this one. Okay. And then, let me example this one. So next, lifting a heavy object. For instance, this is the heavy object that we're going to lift, and then I will put it here. And in preparation for this method of lifting, assume that position is facing the object. Place abdomen in a protective posture, like this one, and then position feet wide apart for a wide base and good balance. Keep the body straight, like this. Keep the body straight. Flex the knees. Flex the knees on the extent necessary to lower body for action. Keeping flexed arms when under object. Bring the object to your body as lifting begins. And then, after this, set the muscle of the thighs and raise your body to necessary level to place object where you want it. Like this. And then place abdomen in protective posture. That is, contract the muscle with a feeling of drawing it in upward. At the same time, squeeze together the muscle of buttocks with the feelings of pushing them downward. Okay, let me do it again. Like this. Position. This one. And if the object is brought closer to your body, reduce the pull of gravity, making lifting easier. So let me do it again. Face the object, sneeze, and then bring the object toward your body, and then this one, and then put it there. Okay, and then next, the movement of reaching. For example, this is the object that I will be reaching. Start with a basic position and stable base of support. Check your alignment. Next, stand on footstool or raise your height and to decrease distance of reach. Well, you don't need to use a footstool because it is not too high to reach. And then spread your feet apart, broaden your base, and provide better lateral stability. Feet apart, broaden, and then advance foot in direction of the reach. This one, like this, and then reach in front of you rather than directly overhead to remove the object. Like this. And stabilize your body by setting your muscle. And after you get the object, lower the object with smooth, coordinated movements. Put it here. And then, step of stool or ladder when you use them on reaching the object. Well, in my case, I didn't use anything, just reaching the object. Step carefully and watch your step. And then next, the pushing and pulling. This movement involved varied activities of hospital workers. Example for this table. This, for example, to avoid carrying an object, to move an object with a minimum of effort or strain, to use the rules of the road as a guide and movement. And then, important tips for this is first, start with a stable base of support like this one and stand in close to the object to push or pull. This reduces distance of reach and encourage good body alignment. This is our object, and then stand closer to this. And then next, position feet. Place them at least 8 inches with one foot advanced forward in direction you are working. This provides more stable and under base of support as well as the leverages. Like this. Set the trunk and leg muscles. This stabilizes the body and prepares for action. And then after, to push, lean toward the object to be moved. The body weight adds greater force to the muscular action and help move an object. To push, lean forward. Like that one. And then to pull, lean away from the object to be moved. This is done to apply as much force as possible in the direction of the movement by using the body weight. Lean forward. Yes. Or pull. Like this. Push or pull by letting your quadriceps, your leg extensors do not most to the work. This conserves energy and prevent stain. Like this one. I'm going to do it again. For pushing, you need to lean forward. And then for pulling, lean back. Let me do it again. The pulling and pushing the object. For pushing, you need to lean forward. Like that. And then for pulling, you need to lean backward. And that ends for my video presentation about the proper body mechanics, and I hope that you learned something on the demonstration and the procedures and how to maintain good posture properly, to have a properly good body mechanics, how to prevent fatigue and strain in our body. And that's all. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.